6:45 right now. The sun's coming up, and it's a pretty start to the day, Max.
Yeah, we are going to have a lot of sunshine, especially this morning. That'll thaw us out a bit. Here's a look over Verona Road at the Beltline, which does show smooth sailing for most, but a couple slippery spots not out of the question for the next hour or two. And here's why. Our temps are back to the freezing mark after yesterday's heavy rain, so those puddles are starting to freeze over. We're down to 32 in Madison, Baraboo, Middleton, Monroe, Mineral Point, Lone Rock, Watertown, and Juneau. Colder farther north and west, like down to 28 for Camp Douglas and Montello. Now, what that means for you is just wear a good set of boots for the morning hours, as we do have those slippery spots reforming on untreated pavement. So I'm most concerned about your sidewalks, driveways, parking lots, stuff like that. But even some of our back roads are a little on the slippery side this morning as well. And we'll take a look at 27 Traffic Tracker before the end of the newscast. Here's a look at the rest of today, quickly warming up. I'd say we're not going to see any more slippery spots as we thaw out as soon as 9 this morning. And then we continue to warm up into the afternoon hours, into the low to mid 40s. Ample sunshine to start, increasing clouds by later this afternoon and evening. Looking at how much rain we saw yesterday, it was significant across much of southern Wisconsin, especially for February standards. Belleville had 2¼ inches almost there, topping our list. Middleton had over 2 inches, around 2 inches in Monona. Black Earth had 1.75 inches, 1 2/3 in Arlington, over 1.5 inches in Madison, and even on the lower end of things, at least around 3/4 inch for most. We had 1 1/3 for Jefferson, 1 1/3 in Lone Rock, Lynxville, 1¼ inch, New Glarus over 1 inch as well. So that 1.56 inch total we saw in Madison makes it the third wettest February day we've ever seen on record, and we were only 0.08 inches away from the wettest February day we've ever seen. So highly unusual to see these high rain totals this early in the season. Meanwhile, it's the wettest day we've had since September 11th of last year. Flood warnings are in effect for some of our waterways because of how much rain we got. The Sugar River in Broadhead is at 4 feet now, will crest tomorrow at 6 feet and fall below the minor flood stage as soon as Thursday night. The other river I'm concerned about is the Pecatonica over in Blanchardville. It's at 10.6 feet, cresting around 12 feet late day today, but it'll quickly fall below flood stage as soon as tomorrow afternoon. Okay, there goes the clouds associated with that strong storm system out to the east. Our next weather player causing for a little light snow to already develop in South Dakota and Nebraska. That moves our way as soon as tonight. Clouds are clear. It'll be a sunny start to the day. We'll stay that way till around 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. Then we'll cloud back up ahead of that little weather system moving our direction. As soon as around 7 to 9 this evening, a couple flakes will start to develop. I think it reaches Madison around midnight or so. So most getting in on a touch of light snow, but near the state line, you'll likely be warm enough where you'll just have a little light rainfall come down for Platteville into Darlington, Monroe, Beloit, Lake Geneva areas. Then tomorrow, mainly dry, a flurry chance in central Wisconsin, maybe a couple here in southern Wisconsin by Wednesday evening, and it looks like we'll dry off heading into Thursday's forecast. Nothing significant for snow total, so no one needs to shovel here. Could get a dusting up to a 1/2 inch or inch. Best chance for that 1 inch mark is going to be in central Wisconsin, north of the Dells, near the state line, barely anything as you have mainly rain. Low to mid 40s today with morning sunshine, then increasing clouds. Tonight we have that light rain snow mix with 0 up to 1 inch totals from south to north. Tomorrow quickly thawing with upper 40s on the way, mostly cloudy to partly sunny, but it will be breezy as well. Winds gusting to 25 miles per hour. Seasonal on Thursday in the mid to upper 30s, briefly dry again before we have another chance for snow. That's a change to the forecast. May arrive on Friday, but still a toss-up at this point. I'll be tracking that closely as it arrives. It may miss us to the south, though. This weekend still staying dry, mainly cloudy, and warmer than normal in the low to mid 40s.